We're live.
Hey everybody!
I gotta.
Happy Monday! How's everybody doing?
Apparently. Oh, I forgot we didn't have the. Okay, there we go.
Oh my God. Wumpy!
We were all a little squished. There we go.
I don't have
my
beans
gosh.
yet.
I am not doing beans for her this time.
God.
I am pointing that out. Not when
I'm
there's
writing the beans
dog
down.
food.
I'm writing the beans down. 1, 2, 3. 3 more beans. They should arrive somewhere this week, I hope.
Who am I
So.
squishing? What? Am I squishing some? Oh, my. If you're
What are we
watching my
squishing?
stream, all of us were like very
Wumpy.
squished on the stream because I forgot Neandis wasn't here last time, so I just had it set up for 2. I fixed it.
Aww,
Thank you so
much,
much,
Wumpy! Is it because I'm old, Cherry?
No, I'm never gonna live that down.
My title isn't updated. What do you mean?
Yeah, it says
Let
you're
me
playing
check.
some Phasmo. I had to update mine too. Mine didn't properly switch over like it should have.
The heck?
So. I mean, I'm sure she'll be playing Phasmo later if she streams again. I don't know if she's streaming again today.
See. Podcast. Update. It's triple updated.
There you go. Yep. All good.
Yeah? Okay. Thank you guys for pointing that out.
It was a test and chat passed. Thank you guys.
Yeah. We're totally testing
Well
you.
done, guys. Well done.
Way to go.
You're so confused. Yeah, right? I swear I put it in, but it didn't take. Hi, Cassidy. Love you.
Hi, Cassidy.
Thank you again, Wumpy, for the 15 bomb. You're a legend.
man.
I think
Wumpy
you're
is a legend.
above 200 subs now.
Oh my
in like
gosh.
those 3 months. Yeah.
Wow.
She's above it.
That's mad.
Way to go, Wumpy.
She's mad, definitely. It's to just chatting. Yeah, I updated it. So if you refresh, you see the true thing. We're spending the whole pod talking about DBD.
I
No,
mean,
we're
I
not.
will have a DVD one.
No, we're not.
100%.
No, we're not.
100%.
Good.
No, we're not.
I mean, I'll be playing DVD after here, so.
Yeah, that's where you can talk DBD. After here. After the stream, she's gonna stream DBD. If you want to talk about DBD, go to Cherry's stream. We're talking LGBTQIA today because it's Pride Month, and 2, well, a lot of us are LGBTQIA, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't do a thing. You slipped your finger again, Wumpy.
Whoops, all my money fell out.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's too funny. I guess we should probably do our proper intro since this will be going on Spotify.
Yeah, let's do that. My name is Elva. I stream a Monday, a Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. EST on Twitch. Tuesday and Thursday I stream on YouTube, same time. Take it away.
My name is Neandis, and I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. MST.
Are you guys ready for mine?
Yeah.
My name my name's Cherry. I stream to Twitch Monday nights after the podcast, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and then Friday and Saturday and Monday for podcast is saved for Trovo. So I've nailed it down, guys. I've committed. I did it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's crazy.
So I don't stream on Sundays. You will not see me on Sunday. So.
Oh, the stream on Sunday. That's what I hear.
Well, I mean, I'm on YouTube when I do Trovo and for podcasts. Right now, my YouTube's just for podcasting because I need to figure out YouTube. I'm lost right now. Don't tell me I'm a liar, Cassidy.
Okay.
But yeah, so podcasting goes to YouTube, but when I restream again tonight for Twitch, it'll just be Twitch. Trovo says I'm playing Minecraft. That's definitely a lie. Thank you,
puppy
Cassidy.
did it. The puppy did it again. Blame the puppy. Your butt. The juju butt is here, Cherry.
The Juju butt or bot?
The Juju butt.
Podsisters. Sorry, I'm updating Trovo real quick. Thank you for the host, Cassidy.
So, streaming with the LGBTQIA tag has pros and cons. We're going to talk about a little about ourselves with the ones that are comfortable talking about it. So for me, I've noticed that when I stream with the tag, I have a lot of people coming in trolling. I experienced, I think it was 2 hate raids in 1.5 years that I'm on the platform. But other than that, I've had a great time streaming as an LGBTQIA member. I met a lot of wholesome and lovely people through it. I see that the tag has 100% click on it when you look into your dashboard. So that means a lot too. People like to find you that way. So it's not only negative. There's also a lot of positive coming from it. I don't know how it was for you guys.
I don't stream with the LGBTQ tag on because I've been kind of wondering whether I belong or not. We kind of talked about this before we started.
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of in the gray area, which technically makes me belong into the community, but I just have to figure things out before I feel like I can actually use the tag. So for now, I'm just using the ally tag. But I did read that amongst all the tags that are used on Twitch, LGBTQ is probably one of the most used ones because obviously LGBTQ people like to find a safe space, which is nice.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that you're getting like people searching specifically for that tag and coming to your stream because of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, hate raids are, those are a big issue.
I guess it's my turn. It's not something like, and I was telling the girls this like in our little meetup session because we usually meet up for like an hour before we stream. I don't really like openly talk about my sexuality too much on my channel or just in general, even like just hanging out with people in chat. It's not that like I'm hiding myself or anything, but I do use the tag myself, the LGBTQIA plus tag. Sometimes I also include ally in there. So I kind of like flip-flop between both of them. I've never experienced a hate raid though, thankfully. Knock on wood. I'm prepared for it though, just in case somebody's out there lurking and they're like, oh, perfect target, I'm ready for you. But, yeah, thankfully I've never experienced hate from using the tag. I experienced people coming in and attacking me for, being a fluffy lady more than being somebody of the Alphabet Mafia. So apparently my weight is more concerning than, what I do sexually. So thankfully, I haven't had any hate rating. But I definitely like Alpha, my tag, like, because in Twitch you can see what your tags are, which tags people are clicking on a lot. Oh, she's just like hitting the camera. Okay.
Yeah, that was true.
But definitely the LGBT tag is definitely my number one click tag. And I think that's just because fellow people of the Rainbow Clan want to make sure that they are within streamers communities that they know they're going to be safe and accepted, because sometimes you never know if you're going to click a streamer and they're very, anti-rainbow. So, because there are people people out there. That's what I call it, Cassidy. Alphabet Mafia. You know how many letters there are to remember? It's too many. Back in my day.
There's more letters. It's now LGBTQIA2S.
Yes.
And 2S stands for Two Spirits.
Yeah.
But not that I don't want to disrespect any letters. It's just I don't want to fumble on them and forget one, and then like somebody of that specific letter be like, "You forgot me." You know, it's not that I forgot you. There's so many.
It's too bad. Yeah.
And it's a lot of letters, so it's pretty much Rainbow Clan, Alphabet Mafia. It all. I say it with love, 100%.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. She means well.
But it's a lot easier to say that really fast. So, because back in my day, like in high school, me and my cousin co-ran a GSA club, which I don't know if they do those in schools anymore. It stands for like Gay Straight Alliance.
Really?
And basically it was a club where like it was you were making like a safe space for anybody that identified of anything under the rainbow, and then you could also have people that were straight part of the club because they were the allies. And it was like very educational to like educate people. You did a little proactivism within your school. Like you took part in the Day of Silence, which I don't know if anybody knows what that is. I honestly don't even know if they have GSAs anymore. But back then it was just LGBT. That's all it was. It was LGBT plus, and plus stood for everything else. So that's why now I say Alphabet Mafia. So it's a lot easier. I think it's cooler too. I think it makes it sound cooler. But
I mean, yeah, it's a pretty cool name.
yeah. Especially since, we're supposed to be family and stuff. But, But yeah, that's me on stream. Streaming with the tag, so. But my puppy has no choice. He's a supporter of the Alphabet Mafia. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, Wompy has the cutest little puppy. I've been getting Snapchats like every day, all day. Absolutely loving all of it. He's got this cute little rainbow bandana that he wears when when takes her out. It's so cute. He's so cute traveling on the bus. He's gonna be such a good bus rider. So cute.
It's a good thing that she does that because the dog is getting used to it, and now it's getting used to how to behave on a bus too. So that's amazing. I did that with my dog too.
Yeah.
So she's doing well.
But
what is Pride Month and why do we have it? Right? I think that was your little intake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on, Cherry.
So I guess co-captain the GSA club back in high school take over. No, I'm joking. So like a lot of people don't really understand why we have like a whole month dedicated to Pride. Obviously Pride, it's different for everybody with how they celebrate it. I personally don't do anything special for Pride Month. I'm also not a holiday celebrator too, so that's not surprising that I don't do anything. But so every year, the month of June, especially here in America, because I know it might vary a little bit from other countries, we dedicate the whole month to Pride. Because back in the 60s, I don't know if anybody's heard of the Stonewall riots. A lot of people took to the streets to protest and resist a lot of police harassment and persecution that happened during that time. Because obviously it was not okay to be out and gay. It was not okay, There would be bars out there dedicated to be safe for these communities, but that didn't necessarily mean it was safe for you to be there. So that kind of uprising kind of marked the beginning of Pride, plus the movement for pro-gay rights, to start, working on outlawing discriminatory laws and practices that kind of infringe on the rights of us that are of the mafia crew. Kind of things like having access to marriage, because, it shouldn't be just between a man and woman, obviously. It should be whoever the fuck you love. Sorry, I'm swearing about that, but, it's just weird to me that some people care who you marry, even though you're not marrying them. It's really weird. It's really weird.
Exactly.
It's still not legal in Italy to marry anyone
yeah,
that's not like of
there's-
opposite sex.
Yeah, they're still like, and
Wow.
then adopting
As
children.
well.
It's very hard for couples that do not present a heterosexual relationship to adopt kids. Just healthcare. You'd be amazed how much healthcare needs some re-education and things too, especially for those of our trans community.
Yeah.
But that's everything that Pride goes through. I don't really get too much into Pride Month because that's also when the companies come out and they're like, oh, let's splash some rainbows on our product and get some money, as we also funnel that money into anti-gay bills. So
Yeah.
it's really weird, but yeah, that's what Pride was. I don't know if anybody has any questions about it, but I think a lot of people know what Pride is, because Pride's, you get rainbows splashed everywhere during this time of year, so.
Yeah.
But definitely, if you ever want to research more of it, definitely just Google up Stonewall riots, and that'll get you started for sure on some education.
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah.
we were talking about relationships and forms of who we are, what we think we are. It was kind of interesting, our little talk before. And then we came to about respect the by. Well, take it away, Nines. I think this was your input.
Yeah, we were just gonna. I think we were talking about about how bisexuality kind of tends to get the short end of the stick every now and again with bi erasure. So how it's important to recognize the bisexual community and the pansexual community as well, and how easy it is to assume someone is heterosexual simply because they're in a heterosexual relationship at the moment, and sometimes the identity of the bisexual identity is denied to that person. It's no, you're not bi because you're dating a man and you're a woman, or no, you're not bi because you're a woman, you're dating a woman, therefore you're gay. So yeah, we were just talking about how it's something that bi people have to kind of deal with, unfortunately. No, they don't have to deal with it, but it's something that they have to battle against.
Yeah.
Which is the other side of that is, I think, in a way, because a lot of the time they are in they are in heterosexual relationships, so they're in a relationship with someone of the opposite sex. There is also there's a level of bi erasure, and then there's a level of privilege in a way, because of course they're not targeted as much as other people, the LGBTQ plus, because they tend to be straight passing, right? So there's two faces to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of something we wanted to talk
I think overall, that's my experience. I'm a bi woman. Overall, people, especially the women that are bi, people are more comfortable with that than any other of the LGBTQIA.
I agree.
To be
It's
honest.
also the other side of that coin, I think, is that the bisexuality of women gets very fetishized.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It's definitely more okay for us to be bi, or more okay for us to be lesbians, because obviously.
But it's okay as
straight
long
males
as...
that's okay. It's but if that's
Exactly.
okay, then everything else has to be okay. So.
Yeah.
You would think, right?
You would think. But.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it does suck for bi erasure for sure, because every bi person I've met or know in my life, they're definitely in very heterosexual fronting relationships, and that's just because that's the partner they're with currently, but they still have at some point in their life, not that it is my business, they've been with somebody of the opposite sex, or they left the partner that I met them with, and now they're dating somebody of the same sex. So
Exactly, because before I had my current partner, I was living for years with a woman.
Yeah. But
Well.
you don't even need to have ever a relationship with someone of your own gender to be considered bi. You just need to be attracted to both genders.
Yeah.
Like, you could be bisexual and heteroromantic, for example. You could not want relationships with women, but want to be intimate with them, right? Or be attracted to them.
Right.
But only want to date men. So, like, there's also that level. Like, romantic involvement and sexuality are two different things.
Yeah. True.
So, yeah.
And I think it's a little different for us here. Like, I will say, like, the difference between, like, my European friends and my American friends is, like, obviously here in America, we're very stuck in our very, like, prudish Christian, like, man-woman only kind of thing. And, like, I think that's why we struggle so much accepting a lot more things. Like, I'm not saying it's perfect, obviously, in Europe, because there still is a lot of, like, you know,
it's
issues
everywhere.
there. But I feel like people are a little more open to, especially, like, when it just comes to, like, sexual involvement versus, you know, long-term relationships. They're a little more open to people, like, experimenting and being open with things. And then, you know, that's just from, like, you know, like, hearing about the lives of, like, my friends in Europe versus my friends in America too. So
Yeah.
but yeah, no, there definitely is a difference between romantic and platonic relationships too. So it's really interesting. So, I mean, honestly, the long story is, like, why does it matter what somebody else does?
Yeah.
Honestly, I
Absolutely.
like, it's such a weird concept for me to, like, to grasp that somebody is so angry about somebody else being happy with who they are that they're going to try everything in their being to be a hateful person towards that person that's not even affecting their life. Like,
I think it's also a lot of people that are so angry or somehow not comfortable maybe speaking out that they're themselves are gay because of religion, because of
right.
whatever. Sure. And it's a kind of envy, maybe.
Yeah, I can
Possibly
see that.
it could
yeah.
just be internalized, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. I can see that.
Yeah.
It could just be a part that they've been basically taught that they have to hate, or something that they're not allowed to be.
Yeah.
And therefore their hatred towards the people that express that manifests, which makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it doesn't help too that, like, I know here in America, like, there's a lot of religious trauma surrounding a lot of people within the community because, like, obviously we're a very Christian type of country. Other religions too obviously do have, not just Christianity, but there are other religions out there that have issues with sexual identities of certain types. I don't know if they have these in Europe, but I know, like, here in America, like, we do have, like, conversion camps to kind of, like, pray the gay away.
I don't know if we have them in Europe anymore. I don't think we do. I don't think we ever did, actually.
No, we did not.
Unless it was religious schools that did that within the religious school, but it was never institutionalized as a conversion school.
No.
Conversion camp.
We were more of free-minded.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. Open-minded. Yeah.
Yeah, because so there's a lot of religious trauma around it. It's like, you know, that's why I can see a lot. Like, not saying that the hate is justified, but because there's so much religion based and everything around here that, like, that's usually where, like, a lot of the hatred stems from, towards things.
It's ridiculous that people make camps, especially for.
Like, I couldn't imagine.
That reminds me of something else, and it's never okay.
Right?
Camps.
Yeah. It's definitely not okay.
Yeah.
Our last fight,
right.
Yeah.
As if it was possible to change someone's sexuality.
You cannot change
just by teaching them something. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
You know. There's that joke that says,
and it's not only
if sexuality. No, sorry, go on.
it's not only in the mind. Like I had a gay friend who felt like he was a woman, and he went into surgery, and they found a womb in his body.
Oh wow.
So it's not only in the mind. It can be your body too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I find it
Yeah, I
very
mean,
interesting.
genetics is not as clear cut as we were taught, in school. Like, it's not just X, Y, and XX. There's like quite a few different combinations in nature, especially, right? Like, not just within humans. So yeah, like the whole gender theory does say that, like, while biology is a bit more clear cut than social norms, which is what gender is, like sex is a bit more clear cut than gender, but it's still not as clear cut or binary as we've been used to thinking of it. I mean, intersex people do exist, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I get like a lot of people like their argument like for the other side, like not to play devil's advocate, but like obviously that is a small percentage of the population, but like saying that in a sense kind of dismisses their existence, in my opinion, because like they might be 0.001%. But they're still there. They're still valid. They're still people. They still demand respect. They still, deserve to live life how they want to.
Yeah.
So.
True. Hi, Freddie.
Hey, Freddie.
But yeah, and I think, because obviously there's a big movement right now of, like, identifying the difference between, like, your sexual orientation versus like your gender identity kind of thing. Like there's definitely a lot of layers to it, and like some people are lost, some people get a little brainwashed into things. And like the reason why I say that is because like I've had friends that have had acquaintances, I say acquaintances because like I would hang out with these people, but at the same time I didn't like their vibe. But, like, they were the kind of people that were like, I'm going to put a label on you, and I'm going to convince you that that's your label, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So, like, I've had a few friends that actually struggle with their own sexual identity. Like, oh, maybe I am bi. Because they made one comment one day that they liked, some girl's, body. And, like, really, they were just making, like, a general comment. Like, so, like, they started thinking, like, oh, maybe I am bi. And, like, it took, like, they struggled with it a little bit. And I remember, like, it caused them a lot of distress because they definitely lived in a family that was very anti-gay. And like even now today, like now they're not like with those people, they realize like I can say things without it being taken like, oh, that I'm that sexually now, So I do think there's a little brainwashing, not just from the side of people trying to pray the gay away, so to speak, but also from people wanting to put you in the bubble of some label of your sexuality. So in the end, you're definitely your own deciding factor. Never let somebody pressure you into your label.
Exactly.
Ever.
You gotta live with yourself and your partner, and not with your family. That's what I always say. In the end, so
and we always need to remember that like sexuality, just like gender, is a spectrum. So it might change, it might evolve, it might be a little bit confusing.
Absolutely,
fine, right? Yeah, like for me, it's very confusing at the moment. I'm not really in a rush to figure out either. I'm okay. But yeah, like it doesn't have to be clear cut, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And like I'm the same way, like I do identify as pansexual, like that's the letter that I've plucked from the mafia, is pan. But like I'm never like really boastful about it. I don't have like flags hanging at all like anywhere in my house. Like I'm not decked out in rainbow gear. Like I'm not very like like I'm gay. I've never been that type of person. That's just me though. But like there was a time period like before I identified as pan. I was like, oh, maybe I'm bisexual because I noticed that I was, attracted to a lot of females that I would see, and I could see myself being with that person. But then, like, as I started, like, thinking about it a little more, I was like, oh, no, I really don't care what's between their legs. Like, I don't care, and I don't care what they're presenting as either. So then I realized, like, oh, okay, I'm more pansexual, and I was like, okay, well, since that's what I'm at, like, that's all, I don't advertise it, I don't go, like, crazy about it, When I find somebody attractive, like, I'll point it out, be like, oh my god, like, they're super attractive, I would totally want to do things with them of the adult nature if I could, respectfully. But like a lot of people wouldn't know because like I'm in a very
You do
heterosexual
that right now.
fronting relationship. Like my boyfriend's like he's like a straight male, like, and he's dating me, a pansexual female. So, but
I think a lot of the time pansexual people and bisexual people end up being in straight relationships because it's just more common that a man and a woman might get to meet like organic. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I'll be honest.
just
I used to go to clubs all the time, and like there'd be obviously lots of pretty people there. I would find a lot of people attractive, and if I was a hoe, I would go home with all of them. But I wasn't that kind of girl, unfortunately, mainly because I was too nervous just to walk up to somebody and say, hey. But it was a lot easier for me to like go like, hey, to a boy. So, because like I know how to talk to you. Girls are super intimidating. I don't know how people do it.
That's exactly what I mean. We're more used to it. We're more comfortable with the idea of walking up to a dude, and the dudes are more comfortable with the idea of walking up to a girl.
Right.
Because it's just something that we've been doing for a long time and that we've seen other people doing forever. Whereas, it can be a little more intimidating.
And then
It's also like women are close anyway. So it's harder to know if they like you like romantically or not.
It's
I made that mistake a couple of times myself.
Right. That's why I always laugh at the jokes, or like, especially when it comes to the lesbians, like lesbians, like those little jokes are like, are you gay? Like, are you gay? Like, like, are we vibing? It's hard. Like,
yeah.
So no, I love those kind of jokes. It just cracks me up because like I relate because like I remember there was this one time. Me and my friends, back in my club days, of course, like, we went to hang out in Denny's, and there was this, girl there working on, like, her paper from MSU or whatever, and, like, she was just, like, really into me. I wasn't catching it, because I was like, I don't understand when a girl's hitting on me. I'm not used to that. And, like, she's, like, very into me. She got my number, but I thought we were just gonna hang out as friends, so it was very intimidating. And I think that's the first time ever, like, I walked away and, like, we were, like, driving home. Like, everyone's, like, looking at me in the car. They're like, so, what was that about? And I'm like, oh, she, like, I'm just talking, like, oh, she's cool. I can't wait to hang out with her. Like, we're going to be friends, I didn't realize she was hitting on me, and I just gave a girl my number. Like, I didn't know. Like, totally over my head. So.
Yeah. I went shopping with a girl, and she bought me like a pants for my birthday, and then she took me somewhere and she wanted to buy me lingerie, and that's when it hit to me that she wanted more than just being friends.
Yeah, I definitely, even when it comes to guys, like, I need you to be
okay.
I need like a billboard sign that says I am into you with like, like caution cones like directing me, like I am so oblivious. So
Me too. Yeah.
Like I could get to the point where like we're making out and I'd be like, are you into me? Like, I'm like, that's how oblivious I am. So
is it just me, or is it incredibly complimentary? Like, it's a huge compliment, like, when women or non-binary folk like us as women?
Oh, absolutely.
It feels like so, not that I'm not flattered if a dude likes me, but like, it just, I don't know, women are so pretty and intimidating, and the fact that if a woman likes me, I'm just like, oh.
I don't know, like...
It's definitely more of a compliment, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
For anybody out there that likes girls, like, in a romantic setting, I don't know how you talk to them, because I would be scared. I would be the worst lesbian, 100%. I would be a forever, like, single lesbian, because I would never talk to a girl.
I would never be able to approach a woman. Yeah, like...
Oh, man. I still get scared, yeah. Especially, like... the people that I'm attracted to, like, just, like, within my, I don't know. I'm surprised I could even say hi to my current boyfriend, but I think I also came out of, like, a really bad relationship, and I was like, fuck it, now is my hoe phase. Like, that's what I went into it with, and that's not how it came out. I'm really bad at being a hoe, apparently. Really bad. So, you're oblivious too, Cassie? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how talk, exactly. I guess you're supposed to start with hi, but I can't get hi out either.
Doesn't say run, run, run. No, he doesn't say run, run, run. But you should watch his pod, Freddy. Then you know. He talks the way Taiso does. I really enjoyed playing with him.
Oh, Taiso's so cute.
Oh no, I was talking about Strombergers.
Oh man. Cassidy, I love a good hoe phase. Yeah, I was hoping to have one, and it never happened. So if this goes south, I'm for sure having one. I'm just saying. Like, there's too many beautiful people out there. Is the problem? There's too many. Yeah. So.
You just want to hear me say it again.
Oh,
I totally loved your vibe, Strombergers, and thank you so much for letting me play with you.
Oh, is that who you were playing with the other day I saw you streaming?
You remind me of my mod, Taiso, and I freaking love you already, dude. You're awesome.
Yeah, I can imagine dating after a divorce could be hard. I can imagine. You're just ready for a hoe phase. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm very pro hoe phase. I'm just letting everybody know. It's a great time to discover yourself. Date
Sherry's
yourself.
very pro hoe phase because she can't hoe.
I can't hoe.
Yeah.
It's my same thing where, like, I'll encourage streamers to take a mental break, but I won't take one myself.
We're all good creatures.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, we also had sources if anybody needs help or assistance.
Yes, especially during Pride Month.
Yeah.
Especially
do
during
your
Pride
thing.
Month.
I will put it in the chat.
I support the over. We're pro hoe here.
Yeah.
There are there's thousands.
Can you make the whole face for us?
Oh, I'm gonna have to put that on merch now.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Oh man, I'll make a T-shirt tonight.
Yes.
But there are several. Obviously, there's lots of sources out there for everybody. Obviously, we have a lot of people that watch our podcast and listen afterwards.
Yeah.
I know in my own chat, I'm always plugging the Trevor Project because that's one of my favorites. But there are definitely for people, whether you know who you are, or you're struggling to figure out who you are, or you just need to like reach out for community or something because obviously it can be hard, and it varies from situation to situation. One of the great ones is I'm always going to preach is the Trevor Project. Only because, like, I like the idea that they not only, you can call, because obviously that's how things used to be done back in the day before, texting became very popular. But you can email, and you can call, you can text, which is amazing. As somebody that doesn't like to talk on the phone, texting is my favorite thing. But it allows you to connect with like fellow peers. So if you just are like looking for a community of like people like you, experiencing the same thing you're going through, or you're just looking for somebody to connect with. I guess we're gonna use the word connect a lot. If you're in need of counseling, or you just want to get some information, they can definitely, especially like. Let's say you live in California or, Wisconsin or, the Netherlands or something. They can connect you with resources in your area as well. And the cool thing about it is if you go to their webpage, whether you're on your phone or on the computer, if you're somebody that's keeping what you're doing secret, they have an incognito mode that as soon as you need to leave that website, they just send you to a random website. Because I know some people obviously aren't out yet. Please never force somebody to come out or out somebody.
Yeah,
don't
that's
ever
a
do
no-no.
that.
Big no-no.
So that's the great thing about the Trevor Project. In case your mom walks into your room or something, instead of like slamming your computer down, being weird, you can just exit out like it's normal. And it takes you to like some random website. It's actually pretty cool. Another one that's pretty cool is the GLBT hotline. They've been around for like 25 years. What they have is they have chat rooms for younger Alphabet Mafia people, and they also have chat rooms for those of the elder community. Because I know, like, a lot of times when you're discussing, like, the people within this community, usually you associate it with, like, middle-aged to younger people. You don't really think of, like, the elder gays. Because some people don't figure out who they are until they're, like, super old. Like, no offense. I'm not trying to be ageist here, but,
Jerry.
I know it's a sore subject, but but
well, I think it's also because like older generations had a harder time,
right.
like had less tools to figure out, where they belonged, and they were also more scared of figuring it out. There was a lot more internalized guilt and probably homophobia and all of that. So it's not surprising that a lot of the older generation is coming out now.
Yeah. So, especially, things have changed. So, like, I like the idea that they have, a community section just for, like, so that elders can, like, connect with elders within their community and not, because, I could see it could be intimidating hanging out with, like, younger people like us that, like, think we have it all figured out, we got the slang down and stuff like that, and they're, like, just discovering themselves. But they do, like, weekly meetups online, kind of like chat room style. If you're comfortable with it, of course. And they also, just like the Trevor Project, they do like peer connections. So you can actually connect with people within your community that are like you, like struggling with, whatever you're struggling with. Like maybe you are, trans and you want to connect with other trans people because you don't know anybody. They will hook you up with other people that are whatever you're looking for. So both of them are pretty dope. I can put the link. I have the link for the Trevor Project. You just put in Trevor Project and it comes up right away. It's the pretty popular one. Yep, Alpha's got it, but that's the other one. Their website's gonna look very outdated. I can get the Trevor Project.
Yeah. Please do so.
Trevor Project is pretty dope. That's where
I feel old. Why do you feel old?
Oh, no.
You're not old.
Oh, don't feel old.
There we go. Project is pretty dope.
And that's the Trevor Project.
Yep. But they're both. There's others out there, of course.
Yeah, but these two are.
Those two are my personal
cool.
top two that I like. So.
Hi, Buddha Hetty.
You've had some elder gays really look out for you in your life for different reasons. I think yeah.
Daddy.
I think everyone deserves to have an elder gay in their life for sure. That's definitely. I definitely would love to have an elder gay in my life. I hope to be somebody's elder gay one day.
We also wanted to share this link with you guys. It's free emotes of the LGBTQIA community. You can use them on your Discord or on your stream, whatever fits you.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, Lupo. Like, it's really hard. Like, obviously we see, Pride stuff everywhere, and we like see, we're like constantly, it's becoming the norm to see, not the standard heterosexual like relationships and stuff out there, especially like in media and stuff like that. But like at the same time, there's still like a sense of like, where do I find my other gay peeps at? Like, where are you? Like, where do we meet up IRL? So
yeah,
it's definitely
here.
Yeah. Here. But yeah,
Dutch is eating. He just came home. I made yummy spaghetti.
Spaghetti sounds so
bolognese.
good.
Oh, yeah. See.
Yeah.
You say it right.
But community is definitely, and that's part of the reasons why we like to use the LGBT tag on Twitch, because then you can actually find, a nice group.
Yeah, people to connect with, for sure.
Yeah. So. But yeah, so Twitch for Pride is giving out free emotes, which Alpha linked.
Yeah.
I am also happy as somebody, like, I will just give you your pride flags for your emotes. I'm not going to charge you for your pride flag. I've had many people that I've just made their flag for. Side note, I think pansexual flag is ugly. I demand recolors, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I don't like the pansexual one.
I don't like that bright. I would prefer them if they were actual pastels rather than like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I get it. They're trying to mix, the boy and girl color in there, the binary, then add in like a non-binary color in there. I get it, but I think we could have done better. I think we could have done better. Another cool thing with Twitch is they have an extension you can install for pronouns. Because obviously we're definitely in a world now where we need to respect the pronoun. It's honestly not that hard for people that say they don't get it. I don't get why you don't get it. They go by the pronoun they go by. Like, you can use it. It's not that hard. You can definitely download it. It's just an extension through Twitch. Whether you're a streamer or just a viewer, it is available to both. And the cool thing about it is it won't out you. In case you don't want everybody to know, only people with that extension will see the pronouns.
Yeah.
So like there are some streams where like the streamer doesn't have it activated, but like I can see like 2 people in chat will have the pronoun. Kind of thing. Yeah, I can get that. Let me get it for you. I think it's this one. Oh, because I'm streaming, it's being... I have my streaming things on, so... Yeah, your 7-year-old has never had a problem with pronouns. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. If kids can do it, we can do it. So... here you go. This I use Opera, but thanks to Alpha convincing me. But if you use Chrome, you can click that and you just download it and you're good to go. And a cool thing is, and I know Alpha has it in her Discord. I sadly don't have it in my Discord. There's also Discord bots that you can use to add pronouns. That just make it easy for you. If you're into coding, you can code Carlbot and Yagsbot to have clickable pronouns that people can choose their own pronouns too. So, but definitely respect the pronouns out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I may mess up occasionally, just so you guys know, but I do apologize for my mistakes.
I do as well. Yeah. And if you do, like, you just apologize and not make a big deal out of it, and
yeah,
do better next time.
And on the flip side, those of you that have pronouns that people don't assume are your pronouns, like obviously if you're masculine presenting but use she they pronouns or something, please don't go crazy yelling at somebody. I don't understand the need for anger first. Instead, use it as like a teachable moment to be like, hey, these are my pronouns. Like that's... I don't get the rage-inducing people that go to rage and be like, well, you should just know. You need to educate yourself. Like, just take a moment and educate somebody.
There's lots of emotional labor that LGBTQ people do already in explaining and educating. So like I get that it gets like a grind, but I mean sometimes it's a genuine mistake.
Yeah.
And the person is willing to learn, which is, I think, in my opinion, what should
Yeah. And especially because like you don't know that person's background.
It should be the differentiating factor. Like,
he's not my boss, he's my friend.
No, man. too crazy.
But yeah, if you can tell that someone is not talking out
Yeah.
of malice or misgendering out of malice, I think.
Right, yeah, and like I'm the same way too of like when somebody's asking questions, like don't go like crazy on the defense or attack, cause like obviously there are some people that are like they're poking the bear, but they're easy
Yeah.
to find. But like I think until it becomes the normal in our society for it to be normal to be like just seeing a lesbian couple walking down the street, like people aren't gonna be like staring at them and be like, oh my god, they're lesbians, like until it becomes the normal. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do the constant education and constant like reiterating, and then eventually it'll be normal, and you won't have to repeat yourself so much. So.
Yeah, exactly.
But
And also, I wanted to explain again because it's Pride Month, and I will be saying this during Pride Month a lot. So, excuse me if you already heard it. But if you are an ally, please do not use the LGBTQIA tag, but use ally instead. Otherwise, it's hella confusing for us.
Yeah. And it's also an appropriation of a tag that doesn't belong, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, which is disrespectful.
exactly.
I am the outer liar here. I don't like, and I'm not trying to play devil's advocate here. And it's just because like, and I'll explain why. Like, I totally understand and respect like only using the tag that you need to, but like the reason why I'm okay with it if you use it is because for two reasons. One, it is showing that are supportive of the community, unless you're like doing it to like trap people. But also, that's what the
But
plus
that's what
stands
ally
for.
is for.
Well, no, like I'll explain why though. That's also what the plus is for. It's also for allies because straight is a sexuality, and that's what the LGBT thing should be standing for. It should be developing all sexualities, including heterosexuality.
No, it's-
sweetie.
No, I'm
It's a
That was
community
like-
that is
you can do it here.
marginalized,
Like
so
here's the
straight
thing.
people
Like
don't
don't
belong
like
there.
don't
Yeah.
okay. But here's the thing. You can't tell me no because straight is a sexuality.
Oh, Cherry.
Well, yeah, like you can have your opinion of not liking it, but I'm letting you know. Personally, for me, I am not gonna care if you use either tag. I just full-heartedly disagree, just like you guys
Which wise
disagree.
it would be a mistagging, like you would stream Evil Dead in Just Chatting. It
100%
doesn't belong
disagree
there.
because that's what the plus is for. It includes allies. So.
I am not certain I agree with that.
No.
Well, yeah, which is
I
But that's
don't-
okay. We
we're
can
allowed.
have
Yeah, this
opinions.
that's part of the podcast. We're allowed to have different opinions. But I'm just letting you know
We
for
are.
myself. That's why there's a plus. It's not just for other sexualities. It includes straight and those that are allies because you could be straight and an ally. So, I do
My
hate old people.
understanding
I do hate old people.
Darn it! Well,
Damn.
let's go, Nyendas.
No, I don't hate old people.
Yeah.
Should we call you old?
Nyendas chat. Oh my god.
That's funny.
It's never gonna go away. Never gonna go away. Yeah.
Cherry ages forever.
Ages forever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to show this.
Yeah.
I'm ages.
Yeah.
I'll wear it on stream.
You need that on a t-shirt too.
Oh my gosh. I have 2 teachers I need to make.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's too
And
funny.
then I found a cute thing that, well, I don't know why I didn't knew this before, but apparently during Pride Month, streamers are getting in the spotlight. Streamers that are LGBTQIA.
Yeah.
I did not know that before, but Twitch does that.
Yeah, I didn't know
and
that until
It's kind of
you said something,
cute.
yeah.
It's kind of cute. I like it. So for this, I think for this year's it was Twoodles and who was it else?
Unholy. Unholy got front page. Toodles.
Yeah.
Don't know anyone else. I'm sure there's other people.
Yeah, but those are the cutest.
Those are the 2 that I. Yeah, Unholy is super cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twoodles too.
Yeah, yeah.
People on Spotify see the chat, otherwise they will just hear Cherry yell. Yeah, I don't hate old people with zero context. No, they can't see chat on Spotify.
They can only
So,
hear.
But, yeah.
I'm sure by our laughing and stuff they can discern, unless they're very thick-headed. Unless they're old too. No.
And now she just called them
Oh
thick-headed.
man. Oh man.
I maybe have to cut that portion out. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
We gotta keep it in. Disliked member? What? Oh, you're going for the disliked member now.
Somebody here has to be the disliked member. I'm okay with being the controversial one.
Jerry, get wrecked. Basically right, but I totally get that. Yeah, it's just it's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah, Strom, you can use the ally tag if you want.
Yeah.
I would say that is probably the way to go if you want to show that your stream is a safe space for people of all sexualities and sexual identities.
Yeah.
Dutch, shut up. Alpha's phrase in progress. What? What is your complaint, Dutch? Oh God, here we go.
Oh man, it's about
Why
me.
did I even ask it?
Right?
Sorry for asking if I missed it. For me, who is heterosexual and want to show support for LG. Is there a thing that I can add to my stream? Ally. Use the ally tag.
It's a short list. Oh no, I'm surprised.
For showing the people I like everyone. Sorry if it sounds weird. No, weird. He even writes the weird the same as Daiso. Oh my God, dude! I think you guys are related.
You never have to apologize for asking any questions because it's educational. We're here to educate. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Either we're here to educate or not. They should never say sorry for asking.
Yeah.
Asking is learning. And learning is good.
Yeah. You never learn if you don't ask the questions that you seek. So, and we obviously know you're not going to be trolling because like you can find trolls very fast by the way they ask the questions. So.
Oh, that's a good one too, Cassidy. Thank you. Safe space is also a good one if you want to show your support. Like you have a safe space for LGBTQIA? And anything else? That's a good one. I like it.
Just
Cassidy,
as she
thank you.
said that, there's your message saying that this group is a safe space.
Really? Oh yeah, there it is.
That's funny. The timing, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Great.
I love it.
Oh man. We're in the trust tree. I like that.
What did he say?
Oh my
what
God,
did he
Dutch.
say? I forgot it. I didn't see it.
He said, "Okay, so Cherry, am I old or also why am I thick-headed?" Because you don't get that I'm making jokes. Probably because you're old. Gosh. Good thing Slow is in your name.
Poor Slow.
No, I'm just joking.
Slow.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Stop it, Jerry. We want people to come back.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Sylvanus is your queen? Okay. Say that again when you sleep on the balcony.
You're Horde too. What the heck?
Oh, Alpha should be his queen. I think that's what she meant.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what she meant.
Here. Hello.
Oh man, I will yell it from the balcony.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
You say sorry a lot. Oh, but
It's okay.
Yeah, you're amazing. I just love you. Sylvanus is my queen for the Horde. Oh my God. Stop it, you guys. This is going to be a thing.
Oh man.
You will yell it off the balcony. I want to see that. I'm going to record it too.
It's
Go
Chase
ahead.
and Chase.
KBK, thank you so much for the sub. 6 months. Let's go. come back, does that mean we're allowed to leave in the first place? What do you mean? You stay
Exactly.
right here.
Nobody
You're not
leaves.
going anywhere.
Nobody.
Jason Shep, welcome on in, guys. How are you? Oh my God, Lupa, thank you so much for gifting Strombergers a sub.
Now they
Legend.
have to come back.
I think they will.
It's an obligation.
I think they just will. Because they're awesome.
No.
You're great. I'm happy that you're doing great. I'm doing good too. We all are good, doing good, right? Hot but good. It's so hot, the weather.
Yeah,
Just saying.
that's. Oh, I just like attacked my face with my mic.
Right?
Oh. Ouch. Okay. That's why we're wearing, very. It's hot. It's hot,
I like
hot,
your
hot.
Viking with the glowy sticks. He has a cool thing in his streams. For every death in Phasmo, he adds a glowing stick.
Oh.
In his yeah. So he has like
That's pretty
800 something glowy sticks already. He bought like, how much money was it you bought on glowy sticks? He doesn't
my
have a lot of equipment, but he has more than 800 glow sticks. It's hilarious. I love it.
That's a cool idea.
I
though.
know
That's pretty
Alpha
nice.
and Twisted, who is another cool girl. Aw, KBK, you're cool too. Thank you so much. No, you can't leave, Wumpy. Don't you
That
dare
is,
leave.
to answer your question, KB, it is Neandis. She
Yes,
joined
I'm
us.
in this.
She joined us. This is like what her. Oh shit! I am so sorry,
I think
Cat.
it was like almost 2 months ago now.
Yeah,
No, maybe not. Maybe a month and a half ago.
it's been at least 4 or 5 podcasts for sure. She's
Definitely.
Yeah.
a Phasmo streamer, so definitely check her out. She's pretty dope. She streams before the podcast
It's so
on
hot.
Mondays.
I'm not fan of the heat. Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, no. And we have that humid heat here where I live, so it's
Yeah.
so. I'm sorry.
874.
Oh, wait,
Oh my god.
Crazy.
I thought that
Yeah.
was real money at first, and I'm like, oh my god. That is dedication to stream. I have not spent that much money. Well, I can't say anything. I bought a computer. Never mind. Never mind. Between stream and games, never mind.
You will stay here forever. Noise.
Yeah.
You hate it? Yeah, it's too hot, honestly. Especially with the lights going here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really warm here too.
Once you turn
Yeah,
your
do
like
that.
PC on, have all your lights on, yeah. You're part of the long after group. Yeah, you guys hanging out, like playing games
Yeah, in
till 5 in the
Phasmo.
morning. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions yet? I don't know if we.
There's been a couple questions, but yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
'Cause I'm pretty.
Yeah, there is. If you go into... Look at the top. You see 2 puppets above the stream chat. If you click on that, you get the list with people in chat. Then you can click on, for instance, the broadcaster, that's me. And then you can go into a whisper. Whisper is a direct message to somebody.
Yeah.
Or if it's somebody in chat, you can click their name. And it will pop up too. Whisper, or give this up, or follow them. And Whisper is the direct message.
Also, the topic of today is Pride Month and LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
Within the streamverse.
Yeah.
Within the streamverse. A little bit of ageism speckled in.
Just for good measure.
Just,
you know? Sprinkle.
Gotta
it on
remind my fans out there.
black pepper. Yeah.
You're welcome. Lupa's screaming. Lupa's always screaming. She's allowed to
Lupa's
scream
screaming.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay, Lupo. We still love you. Bump.
Gross and sweaty. Ooh. Have fun on your walk, sweetie.
Ooh, it's too hot for a walk.
Have fun,
Yeah.
bibbidi.
Oof.
It's really warm here too.
I gotta wait for like the sun to go down at like 9 o'clock to go outside. That's okay. You can be as late and we'll still answer questions.
Yes. One is still debating, but yes.
Yes.
She
The short answer is yes.
she
Yeah.
falls under questioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's correct. Yeah.
I am pansexual myself.
Bisexual.
So
And I'm probably questioning pansexual. Probably where my questioning goes.
Yeah.
thank you for those spells. I still don't know what they do. Sorry. But yeah. So yeah, all three of us kind of left out, which is pretty cool. So I feel like definitely have authority to talk about the subject. Then you know what I mean? Because I think it'd be weird if like three straight people were talking about it. Just a little
we
bit.
talk
I think
about
it would be a little
yeah.
weird if at least one person wasn't,
Yeah, no, for sure.
of some letter.
Probably-
Questioning Pan
Questioning
myself.
Pan
Yeah.
yourself. Nice.
Reasonable, yeah. So it's okay to be Pan.
And
It's
who is
okay.
this Chase or Shep?
I always ask that.
I do too every time, yeah.
Am I talking to
Okay,
Chase?
Yeah, I think so, Cassie. I think so.
Chase.
Cool.
There we go. Oh, wrong one. This one.
So
Chase.
we were talking about how it is kind of easier, relatively obviously. There's still
Yes,
lots of
Stormburgers, you can.
Yes.
yes. There's still lots of like prejudice, surrounding also LGBTQ plus women. But I kind of wonder if maybe kind of have a question for Chase. Like, how is it, if you feel comfortable responding, by the way, you don't have to, but how is it the questioning from the perspective of a man? Like we were talking about how women have sometimes kind of a privilege that way. It's considered more normal, for a woman to be bisexual or pansexual.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if you would be willing to share your experience.
Yeah, definitely
but
be
obviously
interesting
don't
from
feel
like
you
a-
have to.
It definitely would be interesting. No pressure though. You can definitely say pass.
Yeah, no pressure. Absolutely.
You can definitely
yeah.
say pass.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think that's what the safe space is about.
Yep.
People.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know for me, like, I never really had pressure put on me to, like, like, what is your sexuality? I've never had that pressure.
Yeah.
Thankfully from, like, none of the people I've dated, because they've all been very, open-minded people, because that's what I go for, thankfully. So, like, I just, I've had time to discover, like, what I am and, like, what I'm into. So I've just kind of had that time to be like, okay, this is me. I feel comfortable in this label.
Yeah. Also, I did say men, but I should probably have said a masculine presenting person rather than men.
Yeah.
So I don't want to assume. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's okay.
Sometimes you never know.
I think
'cause,
no one was offended,
yeah.
right?
I know, but like, just wanna, since
Find
we're
it
talking
out.
about the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean, it could be a little crazy to make sure you're politically right all the time with things, especially like when it comes to like talking about
Right.
things of the
Yeah.
sexual nature. So, because things are stuff is still getting very figured out. There's lots of terms coming out all the time. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
did you ever have a
Yeah.
response like, "Oh my, everyone seems to be gay now"?
Like it's a trending
that's-
thing or something.
It's funny that you say that, because, like, I was literally telling Alpha, like, because, like, obviously we both use the tags, and we were talking, like, pre-show, and I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's, like, instead of having, like, the token gay kid in your group, you have, like, the token straight kid, because I feel like at least everybody that I know is bisexual, pansexual, or gay. Those are the three sexualities of my friend groups, and then I have a few little speckled in straight kids. So, like, it definitely has that feeling like everyone's a little
mean?
bit gay.
You also have like trans people.
Well, no, I'm just, like, within my like,
Oh,
immediate friend
okay.
group, yeah.
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 So,
Okay.
right, yeah. So I feel like it's shifted from like token gay friend to like token straight friend a little bit. So, to answer Lupa's question.
To people who are close to me, because it's not something I've explored in my life much, but sometimes as a man it feels difficult to be more free to explore in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can
That's kind
definitely
of what
see
we were
that.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like that's what you were saying in the beginning. Yeah. Go ahead, Alpha, sorry.
Like I was saying, for a bi girl, it's very, very easy to talk about it because, well, I think we are the most favorite one of the LGBTQIA.
Yeah.
Because it's just more common or more desirable, maybe.
I think it's because it serves the desires of straight heterosexual men.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
especially
throw it
from
out there.
straight men, because like obviously the idea of a threesome becomes more possible, which
Yeah. Again, bisexual women are often fetishized, which is awful.
Sorry, Alpha.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's still and that's the thing. I was also talking with the girls beforehand, was especially here in the States. I didn't know if it was the same in Europe, but like there's a lot of infighting within the communities, and like the biphobia and bi erasure thing is very, very big here in the United States. So
yeah,
like especially if you're gonna be like in a hetero presenting relationship, like it's pretty much like you can't use that term, and it's like no, I can. Strom asked
Is there a
a question.
favorite? Yeah, is there a favorite flag for you, even if you have another sexuality? I'm a curious person. I'm sorry.
It's okay if you're curious. I do like the new pride flag. I'm glad it's been updated to include as much of the sexualities as they can. Obviously, as education and stuff and acceptance comes more out there, there'll probably be more and more flags out there. And obviously, like some people identify under more than one flag. That is also a thing, because like we haven't really talked about things like demisexual, asexual,
gray sexual.
there's there's so much out there, and you have like minute communities within a community. Like it's crazy, like there's like two different lesbian flags, because like you have like your more girly lesbian or your more masculine lesbian. So there's a lot of flags.
Yeah, I like the trans flag because of the colors.
I really like it. Yeah, the colors.
It's sexy.
Yeah,
there's also like regarding the fact that you can have more than one flag. Like we were talking about it before the podcast. There is like the LGBTQ plus community includes both sexual preferences and sexual identities. So you could be under a certain flag as far as sexual identity goes, but then you could also be under another flag as far as sexual preference goes and sexual attraction, right? So like they're two different things. So you could be under the trans flag, but also under the lesbian flag.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't like my sexual identity's flag. I think the pan flag is hideous, which I think I said that like a little bit ago.
Right.
It's
Somebody has to redesign it.
I hope one day it gets a redesign. I get what they're going
the primary
for.
colors.
Yeah, it's just and they're. I think it's
magenta,
the tones.
blue and yellow.
The tones they picked aren't good either. It honestly. Not good. And then you got flags for like, types of relationship. Like you have like polyamory. They get their own pride flag. Allies have flags too, by the way. There is an ally flag out there. For those that didn't know that. There's stuff like non-binary, androgyny. I know androgyny kind of doesn't get talked about too much. And there's also like other flags for like sexual preference kind of stuff.
There's even a BDSM flag.
Yep, there's stuff for like like what you're into sexually. So
I
it
kind
gets
of like that one too.
Yeah,
honestly.
there's a lot of
I
cool
don't know that one.
flags.
You don't know it?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. It's in the link. Should I link it so you
Yeah,
can?
But there's only
These are
one
also
flag nobody should
free
support,
emotes.
by the way. There is one flag nobody should support, and that's we won't
Just
get into that
open it
because I
up
don't
and
want
you
to
will
get
see
into it.
it.
But
Oh my God, you're being modded. You're being modded from burgers. Transsexual flag, because one of my closest friends, mine too, is a trans and have told me a bunch of stuff.
yeah.
It's an amazing person, right? Yeah, I have a couple of trans friends.
Let's see. Do you feel that with all these different labels that it
You're
divides
awesome.
people
See,
at all?
that's why we vibe.
I sometimes feel that more we try to identify ourselves as something, we put ourselves in smaller and smaller boxes that can lead to some of that infighting. I mean, I definitely agree. With the it's like obviously I identify as pansexual, but at the same time I'm not very like boastful about my sexuality because like first of all like why do you care who I'm sleeping with? You're not like unless I'm hitting on you, it shouldn't really be an issue, honestly. If I'm brave enough to do that, as we've discovered, I'm not very brave. Um, but like I definitely think it's really weird too because like I'm a millennial and like the generation under me was like very like anti-label, but yet they're the ones wanting tons of labels at the same time. It's very confusing. That's just, obviously personal opinion and observation. I don't know if anybody here agrees with me above me since I'm the one down here. But I definitely think labels help because obviously people need a sense of identity, especially like when you're like one person and like a room full of 100 people, like you want something that like identifies you. But then at the same time, once you have that validation identity, sometimes it puts you in this box that you feel like, well, because I identify as this, I can't be anything else. Well, that's not true. So.
Yeah, it's kind of like it kind of defeats the whole idea that sexuality and sexual identities are spectrums.
Right.
To be like although like a lot of these labels have an idea of spectrum kind of encased in their definition, but I don't know. It just kind of takes away from the whole idea of fluidity, I think. That is gender and sexual attraction and romantic attraction and all of that. But I do agree with Lupa. In terms of validation and in terms of education, labels can be important. Especially for people who've been marginalized, not recognized, cancelled for
exactly.
literal centuries,
Yeah.
So I feel like as tolerance becomes more, widespread, and maybe we will have less of a need for labels eventually, hopefully.
Right.
But right now it's probably quite important.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those like hit or miss things depending on like the situation, I think, cuz like I'm a person that doesn't need that validation of my sexuality cuz I view it differently from a lot of people. But at the same time when people ask me, I'm like, "Okay, well, so you can understand where I'm coming from as a person, here's my label," Cuz sometimes to explain to people like I don't care, what they're working with or sometimes you're like, well, that doesn't make any sense, and it's like, well, it's just like, if I find them attractive and there's some sexual chemistry there, it's go time, assuming I'm brave again, assuming I'm brave. But I'm also in a monogamous relationship, so I also respect that kind of thing too, so because I'm not poly, so
Yeah, I do understand what Chase means too. I mean, like if you go to the 80s, late 80s, beginning of 90s, we had like we were fighting for getting out of the boxes, if you know what I mean.
yeah, we definitely were.
So
And now we're putting
now
ourselves in it.
seeing all those boxes coming back is like hella frustrating sometimes. So I do get it, but for some people it's just a validation, and if it helps, then I like to support that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope it won't be a fighting of the boxes, if you know what I mean, but
Right.
just
Yeah.
like the positive side of it. I hope so.
Yeah. Cause like it could definitely be crazy. Cause like I have had other people within the Alphabet Mafia literally, you know, they obviously identify as something within the letter spectrum, come at me and tell me that I'm not pan just because like I've spoke about certain preferences I have for my sexual partners. Because apparently there's like an ideal out there that like because I'm pansexual, I'm open to anybody and everybody, and I don't have preferences because that defeats the purpose. So I've been told that that it is you know, that no, you're bi then. It's like, no, because, like, I don't, like, it's not a boy or girl thing for me. There are other things, it's like, but I can be attracted to somebody that's 6 feet versus 2 feet. I can be attracted to somebody that's blonde haired versus, you know, colored hair. Like, that's a thing. That's called a
Yeah.
preference. I'm still pansexual, though.
Yeah, I mean, just as we were saying,
Yeah.
right? Just because someone is heterosexual, it doesn't mean that, let's say, an heterosexual woman, she's not going to be attracted to all men. So just
Yeah.
because you're pansexual and open to, you know, the binary genders and the non-binary genders, it doesn't mean that you like everyone. It just means that your preference goes beyond the binary genders of
Yeah.
male and female. You know?
Sorry,
Kitty.
had to ban an anti-pride person real quick. There we go. Okay. But yeah.
Get wrecked!
Get wrecked! Apparently Pride is just marketing. Sorry, I'm celebrating.
Yeah.
Quietly. So I have a Viking flag with glitters. If you want a Viking flag with glitters, do it.
Aww. A glitter beard? Is it a glitter beard?
Oh. Yeah, no, Dutch, it
hope
could
so.
definitely be confusing. Definitely, with all the sexualities out there, it could
Yes!
definitely be confusing. Sure, have some RGB, go all out. Yeah, exactly. Just go all out. Sometimes I have the feeling I have to prove that I am bi, gay, pan, demi, whatever, and it's exhausting. Honestly,
Some anti-pride.
Honestly, Lupa, like, my personal advice is, like, I've also never been in a position where I needed to prove my pansexuality. I wouldn't even know how to prove that, besides, like, going up and just kissing everybody, but then I'm like, that'd be a little weird.
Yeah.
That'd be a little weird.
That'd be a little weird.
But, honestly, like, what I always tell people that have questioned my sexuality or told me, like, I'm wrong in my sexuality, I just let them know, like, in the end, your opinion doesn't matter because I'm not involved with you in any romantic way. So what I do in my private time sexually has no business in your life. Shouldn't affect you. So unless you're going to be there in bed or the film crew, I don't think it matters, you know? So
Yeah.
I would never make a porno. I'm just putting that out there. But, you know, just trying to speculate on a joke.
Was just commenting, but then you made the disclosure.
I just like, I feel like, you know. But yeah, like, you know, you are going to have some people that are going to be like, oh, like, you know, prove it. It's like, do you want me to prove it because you are also presenting and you like me? Is that what's going on? You know, it gets weird. So, but
We accept you, Kitty.
where do I sign up for the film crew? I mean, we can talk about it maybe. I don't know. But I think, you know, a boyfriend may be a little concerned because he's not as, and no hate to him, but, you know, he's a little more, how do you say that, reserved than I am. I'm a little more open to anything and everything, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
So
My family doesn't know my sexuality. They think I'm straight. My husband is aware, but no one else will accept that. Yeah, I get it.
yeah. I mean, really, at the end of the day, like obviously you still have family. Like it kind of sucks, when family doesn't know or accept you, especially if you want them to. But at least the most important person in your life right now knows your husband.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to make that a pro, at least the person you've decided to share the rest of your life with knows and accepts it. So I hope you guys last forever.
And thank you for banning that person, Dutch. You were fast as fuck, boy.
Oh, I didn't even read that. Oh, look, we both had
I
to
didn't
ban
even read
somebody
that. I
today.
just saw it was deleted. I was like, all right.
2 bans. Yeah. No. But yeah, you're good. You're good.
I think Cassidy and I had the same thought.
Yeah.
Got to get ready for our show. Have a great stream. You too, sweetie. Go get ready.
Yeah, Dutch is really good with a ban hammer. Like I remember I was with mom, I was like, yes, I can ban somebody. Be hashtag like a slash BAN, and Dutch just got it, and I was like, motherfucker. Because I was always busy typing up like some quick little joke about like why I'm banning them to make it funny.
Yeah,
And then he's like, no, we're just gonna ban them. He's fast.
Yeah, sometimes with everything, I had a bad habit and thinking I have to justify myself. Don't ever think you have to justify yourself. You are you, and they accept it or not. That's basically it.
I know it's like really hard when it comes to family, like because obviously you want your family to accept you, and like eventually you'll get to an age where you realize like sometimes family is like the family that you make more than what you're born into.
Yeah.
But like you as a person, like no matter if it's like friends or family or what have you, like your presence in somebody's life should be appreciated. So
Yeah.
I like
Sadly, we cannot choose our family,
Yeah.
but we can choose our friends. So
Yeah. And so like if somebody's not appreciating you in the space and time that you're giving them, they don't deserve you. So and I know it's a little harder to say that like when it involves family, but I definitely
Yeah, for sure.
I've definitely grown up like pushing some family away and not speaking to them just because, toxicity of some kind of sort was bad. But I definitely understand though that not everybody can do what I do. So but definitely gotta think of yourself as like the most important person to yourself. So
yeah, you got to love yourself first. That's what
Yep.
you mean, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
And care
Only
for
then you
yourself
can love
first.
others. So makes sense.
Yep.
My family, or those I considered as family, seem to be revolving down. That hurts me often more than you think. Yeah.
It definitely hurts because like in the sense like I kind of deal with the same thing a little bit just because like I have a very heavy Republican family, so I'm very progressive in the terms of me being woke and educated in a sense. So like I already don't associate with like 90% of my family just because they're hardcore into drugs, and I'm not about that life. My mom was very like I'm very grateful that my mom realized that they were into drugs, kept them, out of our life kind of thing. Because that, because now, like, the kids that they've raised are kind of into the drugs. Like, it's just, a revolving door at that
Oh,
point.
it's a loop, yeah.
Right.
Sure.
But, like, at the same time, like, they are very anti-gay. Like, they will, like, it was kind of weird because, like, I have a cousin that's gay and, like, very accepting of him. Love to have him around, always invite him around, but they would say anti-gay stuff all the time without a second thought, thinking like, that it's not bothering him. But they would say things like, "Oh yeah, we're cool with him," but then in the same breath be like, "We don't believe a man and men should be together." And so it's like,
yeah.
I don't think you're noticing
I
what
see
you're
that
saying.
position. I see that position a lot.
And it's so
where, like,
mind fucking.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
So I start, I don't associate with, like, obviously they're still family by blood, but, like, I think it's been,
Disgusting.
like, 15 years since I've actually spoken to them.
It's kind of, I hear it a
So-
lot with a lot of minorities, to be honest, the whole discourse. I don't have anything against X, but I
Yeah.
don't think there should be a day, month, week for this kind
Yeah.
of thing. It's kind of like that kind of like, oh yeah, I have
Yeah.
friends of this community, therefore I'm accepting. No, that's
There shouldn't be a
not
but. Your statement
how
should
it works.
end
Yeah.
like right before the but. Like once you
Yeah.
say but, you just
exactly.
erased what you said.
Everything before but is
It's now gone.
yeah. I
Well,
was gonna yes.
Yeah.
Monsters.
Yeah. Yeah, there shouldn't be any buts. So. No buts.
No buts.
Wasn't saying that for attention. No, we know that,
Oh,
sweetie.
we know, Freddie. We know.
But to say that someone you consider as a family means you have a deep emotional connection. Exactly. That they will do whatever it takes to help, protect, and be there for them.
Yes, Chiba.
The one day they walk out, think about, yeah, definitely. Hold on! Who's putting butts on my screen? God damn it, I was reading!
I am innocent.
Why do I not believe that?
Me and Dutch bro did it. Cheers, man. Whatever.
You started it, Oh no, you didn't. Sorry,
Technically,
sorry.
Chiba started
I didn't
it.
say
I'm pointing my
anything.
finger at Chiba.
Some butts are okay though, right?
Yeah, some butts are okay. 100%.
I'm a fan of the butt too. That's why it's here, and the titties. We
I
also
wonder
have
if I
the
can have
titties here.
butt emotes on Trovo. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna make me a booty emote.
Yeah, I still have my butt emotes,
I'm gonna try it.
but I cannot use them anymore.
Yeah.
Stupid Twitch.
Twitch is very asexual. It's how I would label
Yeah.
Twitch. They want nothing to do with sex.
It's a miracle they still have me on.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
You can always call me, but I sadly can't answer. Yeah, that's okay. You have to work. There's real life too. Boobs, yes.
Yes, exactly, monster. Double T is a good butt.
Yeah, exactly.
Very important. Very important. Keep hitting my mic today. Jesus, poor thing's getting abused.
Does he want to talk about it?
He might need somebody to talk to. Might.
Is it an old
Exactly.
mic, Cherry?
No, no.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's funny
Do we
that
have
Twitch
any
is
more
okay with
oh.
these butts though. That's so funny.
Yeah, and my our butt is not accepted, Cherry.
Right.
And all these butts are here.
We can
Chicken butts,
fetishize the animals,
cat
but we
butts.
can't fetishize the people. It's weird.
There goes my thing again. I'm not punching you guys. It's my
Oh
camera
yeah,
is
you
blue.
keeps turning blue. Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, okay.
She's like, hey,
I'm not blue.
hey.
She's pooping my snoot.
Yeah.
Any other questions out there? It's okay if they're personal about sexual orientation too. Like, if you got questions about pansexuality, I'll happily give you my experience. But
Oh,
it's pretty boring.
what is your experience? Please
Pretty
tell
boring.
us.
Like I said, I
Oh,
was a
God
scared
damn it.
kid at the club. Scared kid. Okay.
You got a hand on your face. I'm so sorry. Let's do it again.
Ow!
I don't mind some visual ASMR. Oh man. I think we're gonna need that camera crew now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any volunteers?
Oh man.
Cassidy was already volunteering.
Yeah, Cassie was volunteering like straight up.
Okay.
See, sign me up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Come here, Nindus. I have something for you.
Right, they're doing the squad. Oh man.
Oh my god.
So how do you determine if you're pan or bi?
Was that our pen fight?
Yeah.
a frying pan
Yeah,
fight.
that was a baseball bat. A baseball bat.
Those games of Friday the 13th were so fun,
bad.
though.
Fight. Or was it a pipe? It was a pipe, wasn't it? It was a pipe.
No, I used
I
a
was hitting
frying
you with a
pan.
pipe. Oh yeah, you
I-
did.
Yeah.
All right,
Rapunzel.
so Kitty is asking, so how do you determine if you're pan or bi?
I can answer that question. If you want.
Yeah. Thankfully, there's both a
Somebody
bi person, a pan person, and somebody thinking they're either
How
or here.
convenient,
So that's
right?
convenient for you. You get 3 answers, possibly.
So from what I understand, so bisexuality, bi implies the number 2. So it kind of, it goes along the line of like the binary genders, male and female, right? So that means that you're attracted to both genders. Pan is kind of like, it kind of goes beyond the binary genders. So it means that you're attracted to male, female, non-binary people, agender people. That doesn't mean that you are attracted to them, but that you can be attracted
Yeah.
to them. Just like as a straight person, you're not attracted to everyone of the opposite sex, just to people that you're attracted to,
That
right?
would be weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, the reason why I'm questioning whether I'm pan or not is that I feel like I'm attracted to masculinity, but that doesn't mean necessarily males. It means masculine presenting people. It means androgynous people as well. Like it could be a very androgynous woman. I would be attracted to that. And it could be non-binary people that are masculine presenting. So that's why I'm suspecting that I am more pansexual than I am bisexual because of this.
Definitely,
I actually
yeah.
find myself more attracted to androgynous and non-binary individuals and to men than I do to women, to be honest.
Yeah. As a
Yeah.
bi, you definitely like women and females.
Yeah.
I mean, females and men, but also like a tranny. I mean, that is the best of both worlds. So I think a lot of bisexual also likes trans people.
So Dutch trans women are women. So if you like cisgender women and trans women, you would be considered still heterosexual.
I mean,
Technically.
for that, I think it would depend, like, because obviously, there, like, when it comes to trans, like, you have, like, obviously, yes, if you're a trans woman, you are a woman.
Yeah.
But there is a preference in your trans sexuality. Some people are okay dating somebody that is pre-op, or somebody that never gets the operations done, because there are trans people out there that don't want to have operations. And then you do have trans people that are obviously, they've gone through the operations, they're still technically trans, but like they're, they've had the operations, they are female when you look at them, and you wouldn't have known they were a man at some point, or vice versa. So I think it would just depend a little bit on that, but like, that's where things get like really weird, I think, too, when people start questioning their sexuality. Because like, I do have heterosexual friends that would be okay dating a trans woman once she's gone through her surgery, but they would not be okay with that trans woman having, the male appendage, because obviously, like, they're not attracted to the penis. They don't, what I mean, so like, it definitely,
Attraction though is never to the sexual organ,
Yeah.
Like, so that's kind of where it gets a bit murky.
It does it does get murky. So, and I
Yeah.
get like that's, it's a big fight within the trans community, and I know, somebody's probably mad at me for what I just said, and I apologize about it. But like, I understand though, because like, obviously, if you are a sexual person, at some point, sex is going to come up. At some point.
Right.
Whether, especially if you're both sexual people, at some point you're going to want to have intimate relations with somebody. And if you are somebody that just, like, yes, obviously I find you very pretty. Like, I don't care that, you are a man, like you were a man at one point. You're very feminine presenting. You're, whether you're passing or not passing, I find you beautiful. But then when it comes to have sex and you still have, your male organ, that could start to be a turn off, because then...
But to be honest, like that kind of again comes down to how the relationship between the two people evolves.
Right, yeah.
Because nothing says that because there's a male appendix, it needs to be used. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to get around that if two people have an attraction for each other, and I think every now and again there's like, when it comes to like, oh, I can date trans women, but only if they're full of operation, it's a little bit of appendage phobia. You know what I mean? That is often internalized by straight heterosexual, like.
Well, I mean, then in that sense, we would have to, like, in that sense, then, like, asexuals can exist because, like, they don't want to have sex. So does that mean they have appendage phobia then?
What?
That I'm just asking, like, I'm just, based on what you're saying with
an
it, I'm
asexual
actually...
person, I know an asexual person, she just doesn't like sex in generally.
But right,
They just don't
but
feel
like,
a sexual
right,
attraction.
which is fine, but like
they
in that
feel nothing.
sense, yeah, that's why I'm asking my question. Does, because of like what Neandis has said, technically that would make them appendage phobia then at some point?
No.
They're not
just-
afraid
they
of
don't
it. They just
not
don't have the feeling.
Well, that's what I'm
it's
saying.
not
Like,
about-
I can see a
it's not
straight
about
male not like wanting to have sex with somebody that has a penis, not because they're afraid of the penis. They obviously have their own penis. It's just they don't want another penis in their bed.
Yeah, well,
I just
But that
disagree with the
is,
statement of them
again-
having a phobia of it. I just disagree. I think it's very valid in what they want sexually, whether there's a penis or not a penis.
yeah, that's fair. I don't think it's the same thing for asexual people. Asexual people still do feel, some asexual people still can enjoy the act of sex. Some. No, I'm not saying everyone, but they still can enjoy sex.
Well, yeah.
They just don't experience sexual attraction to people, which is completely different.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're appendage phobic. They might still have sexual relationship. They
Well,
might
but we
not.
have to,
There's
like,
a,
we
there's
have
a whole
to-
spectrum, right?
Basically, my point is, like, we have to apply that same aspect to people that are dating trans
Also-
people. It's not black and white, obviously. But I hate when people throw, like, not that I hate you or anything, I just, like, I hate the idea of throwing phobias
Sure.
into it. Because it's not a phobia, it's a preference, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. It's fair. Again, it's kind of a murky business.
And obviously, like, I can't speak fully on it because I'm not a trans person myself.
Yeah.
But... And I'm also pansexual, so, like, I don't care if I'm dating somebody that's pre-op, never going to have op or post-op. Like, I'll do it all. Like, it doesn't matter to me. But I just think, we're in a weird area, especially when it comes to trans, people in general. Like, because I get, like, a lot of trans people think it's transphobic that, a cis person wouldn't find them attractive if they were presenting at the sex they prefer. But I was like, but when it comes down to having a sexual relationship, that's why, they don't want to be with you, and you have to accept that.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't call it transphobic, by the way, because that's not what I meant. I did mean, like, appendage phobic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not wanting to cross swords and things like that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't think you can say that either, just because that means, like, because a heterosexual person won't be with a gay guy, that means they're appendage phobic then. Because a gay guy would have a penis.
Right, but if it's someone is straight, they're not going to be into a guy. That is just assumed, right?
But you're still, like,
tell you otherwise.
in the same
I've
umbrella.
seen a lot
though.
of straight guys going with
Yeah,
a gay
but,
man.
like-
I'm sorry.
Right, but that is not an actually straight guy. That's someone
Right.
who's either bi or gay and is in the
Yeah.
closet.
So,
Yeah,
like,
true.
that's why I'm saying, like, you
Right.
can't just say, like, it's appendage phobia, though, because, like, I just disagree with the term of appendage phobia, because, everyone's gonna have a sexual preference. Like there are gonna be men out there that, like, that don't like, and there's women out there, too, that don't like vibrators. Like, that's...
Wait, what?
There's women out there that don't like
they
vibrators.
exist?
But, like, so because somebody doesn't like to use toys, that doesn't mean they're, like, phobia of toys. That's the same thing,
Right. But I guess, Cherry, what I was trying to say is that sexuality in our day and age is very much still a bit appendage centric, right? And sometimes people forget that there are other ways to explore sexuality that don't involve the appendage.
Well,
if
yeah,
that makes
which
sense.
yeah, I know, yeah, like
Which is, I
I
think,
know
what
what you're
kind of brings
saying.
us to the
I know what you mean. Like, just because, my partner has a penis doesn't mean my partner has to use their penis. But as somebody that wants to make sure my partner doesn't have a penis, even if we don't use that penis, I still know it's there. Things are still going to happen. It could still make me not sexually attractive. Like,
You got to use the penis, Sherry.
well, I'm okay with penis, but I'm just, for the people in a serious conversation like without jokes, I just think it's inappropriate to say penis like phobic or appendage phobic. Because when it comes down to sex, like it's that's how I mean that.
Yeah, I get it.
I wasn't trying to say that it's always that way, but I think.
Well, no, I know you mean in a general term.
There is a very, very diffuse, kind of phobia going around.
Yeah, which is fine. I'm just saying, for me personally, taking those kind of words out of the lingo, I think would also help strive a conversation a little more in a positive way. Because once people start getting entitled, oh, you've got a phobia, oh, you're a phobia, they start to shut off and they close down and they don't want to have a conversation anymore. So I think both for people that are cis presenting or are cis versus us that are in the alphabet mafia, we need to be better with some of the word choices that we choose. And I think phobia, appendage phobia would be one of those kind of things. That's just a personal opinion. Obviously.
That's fine.
So
no, I could see that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So ask Alpha what we use. No, thank you, Dutch. No, thank you.
Get wrecked, Dutch. It's not about me.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
I think that's more for Cassidy since she's going to be the film crew.
Yeah.
True.
So. Oh, man.
Any more questions or, excuse me, what? Nothing.
Nothing, Cassidy. You're good. You're good.
Cassidy, can you ban Dutch?
Oh. We're going to have a first ever mod ban mod.
Can mods ban mods?
No, they can't.
No, they can't.
Can they?
No.
She will need to be introduced
They
to the Oh, no.
Trying
That's
to do
too
your
funny.
job. Yeah, trying is the good word.
Left chat.
Bad me.
Dutch is gone. He's left chat. Dutch is gone. That's too funny.
Sadly, I need to hop to bed. Have a good night, sweetie.
Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Thanks
I'll
for
see you
asking
soon.
questions, by the way. You're welcome to ask questions anytime.
Yeah.
Exactly. Have a great night. Ben.
Jesus.
Yeah, you can't say anything. You're banned now.
Right.
Dutch.
Banned.
Do we have any more questions or does anybody want to share anything?
Yeah. Obviously, you'll have differing opinions from us, which don't take that as, that we're fighting or anything like that. Because I know sometimes people take debates
No,
as
we
bad
like
things.
to discuss stuff.
So.
Debates are great.
Exactly. It helps you
anytime
form
so I
your
tend to
own
shout.
opinions, So.
Madonna.
But also, I apologize afterwards because I live in Canada. So
Yeah.
I aggressively apologize.
No,
Yeah.
man. That's too funny. I forget you live in Canada because I forget.
Still have a couch for you, Cherry.
Thanks. We may be running away very soon. Things are getting very scary here in America. My boyfriend doesn't have a uterus. He doesn't understand.
Yeah, exactly. Have a great night, Bibbidi.
Have a good night, Bib.
Have a good night, Bip.
Bibbidi bobbidi.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Yeah.
What are those milks in
Milks.
bags?
That's Canadian.
Oh, what?
Hey, you stay away from my milk bags.
That's so weird.
So So Eastern Canadians have milk in bags.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why. Don't ask me. I'm not Canadian.
Why? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you put it in a bag?
Actually, ask Chiba. Chiba lives
What's really weird is like the milk's in a bag, and then they put that bag in a container to help pour it. It's like, it'd be weird if it
No.
already came in a container you could pour out of.
Right?
Why put it in a
It's
bag?
so weird, man. I don't get it either, but it's fine.
Hey, stop making me blue.
You got them from a Canadian streamer? Oh my gosh, yeah, milk bags.
There you go,
Oh my
see?
god. Oh, unless they're talking about, is that a secret boob emote? Sneaky.
I have the boob emote.
You have a boopy mode?
You have a
My
boob
boopy
emote?
modes are taken out.
Yeah.
No.
So
I
sad.
have the boobies.
A boobie.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I love it. I have a boobie on my merch. It's so funny. Funny story, I used the LGBTQIA tag on Twitch for 5 months before finding out I should use the Ellie tag. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, for the longest time, like, I didn't even know the ally tag existed, because, like, it just is kind of hidden there,
No.
And I think, like, everyone's first thought is, like, oh, if I use that, it just means, I'm a safe person, and then I think the ally tag just finally showed up, I think, so... There's a lot of tags in the Twitch that I don't even know exist. They do have a list of all their tags, by the way. You can just go to their site
Oh, that's
and
pretty cool. Okay.
look at all their
Yeah.
tags, which is nice.
I can see if we tag list Twitch. Let's see if we can put it up. Yeah, we have it here. Okay. I will put it in chat for everybody
Yep.
that is.
Like, I didn't know Safe Space was a tag.
I'd like to thank Alpha for that information. You're welcome, sweetie.
Yeah. I didn't even know Safe Space was
These
a
are all
tag.
the tags you can use. You can also use the ally with 2 1s.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What do the 2 1s stand for?
I don't
It's
know.
just the L, another way to spell the L, and it says
Oh,
for streams and
okay.
content featuring the accessibility community. Okay.
Oh,
it's
okay.
allies,
So, like,
I'm
things like
assuming to
disabilities, like...
disable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So not
I
a-
did not know that was there. As a disabled person myself, I really like this. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
That is, yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of tags.
There's a lot of tags, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scrolled down for like half a minute now, and I'm only on letter B.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hold on. Trying to support without knowing about it and then making people mad at Cassidy. I didn't know. Yeah, you didn't know. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know,
I'm
it doesn't
not
matter. I
mad.
think it would be different if you knew
just
and
educating
then
people.
kept doing it. There's definitely a difference.
Notice how the person in
So.
Canada knew that emoji was. Right?
It's funny because we don't get the milk bags here, but I mean, not those milk bags anyways. But yeah, I know of them. I know they exist.
I just it just seems like a weird thing.
It's really weird. Like, how do you even pour it out? I don't know.
Well, they have to have like, a
Yeah.
special milk jug. Like, so they put the bag in the jug, and the milk just stays open. By the way, so now you're getting fridge milk.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if any
No,
of you
I'm
have
pretty sure
experienced that, but
The bag is closed. Like, it's like.
everything I've seen, like they cut like the corner of it, and it just stays forever open in the refrigerator. And then when they need it, they come out, they pour it out, and it's like, if you already put it like in a jug that has a lid, you're good to go. You don't need the bag. You don't need the extra jug. It already comes together.
No.
But I've seen some people are like, like sometimes there'll be like lids to the jug, and then sometimes there's not. And like some like, but now you're drinking fridge tasting milk, and that's just. As somebody that doesn't even drink milk, I have a lot of opinions about bagged milk.
Yeah.
I'm not a milk
At
drinker.
first, I thought you meant a cow with a bag of milk, but okay.
Oh man, yeah, no, it's interesting. Like, obviously, it's definitely like a cultural thing. So, but
Esther Alpha told me I told my LGBTQI siblings, and they all laughed so hard at me.
Oh,
Why
man.
didn't they teach you that? Like, what the heck?
In
The
Germany, you
holes,
have both
everything is
bags
dead.
and one to screw
It could be
bullets.
fun
yeah.
to hold. The bags with milk, you mean?
I mean, I'm sure
Hold
they're
on,
cool
are we
to,
still
like...
talking about the bag of milk, or are we talking about boobies now, Freddy?
I mean, they're both fun to hold, technically.
Yeah,
True.
I think we
Yeah.
could say the same things about both kinds of
Yeah.
bags of milk, you know?
Like, texturally, like, you know, I'm like really weird. There are sometimes where, like, I enjoy the packaging of things, and like plastic wrapped liquids are definitely one of those like enjoyable like packages that I enjoy.
Especially if it's like cold.
Yeah. I know it
Yeah.
sounds really weird, and it's like a weird texture thing, but I don't know. It's very soothing to like sit there and be like, you know, I don't know.
All this booby talk today.
Right?
Right?
I mean,
It's
everybody
even
loves
hotter
boobs.
here now.
Find me somebody
Let's
that
see.
doesn't like boobs.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Only one of my brothers and I stream, and he never noticed the tag. Oh my god. Is that the brother that was in the nanny, in the what was it called? The housekeeping outfit? I thought it was funny because I have 4 siblings, and he was the only straight. Yeah, that's the one in the outfit, right? That you showed me. You're crying. Don't cry. Why are you crying? We're chopping onions.
I think he's probably crying
Don't
from
squeeze the milk. I
laughing.
can squeeze whatever I want.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm laughing too hard. Okay. I'm happy that I
Yeah.
made you smile, Freddy.
Hmm.
I think it's time to raid out, girls. What do you think?
Yeah.
The guys are online.
Nice. Last time they
Wanna
weren't.
say hi?
Yeah, I think we're gonna say hi.
That's awesome.
Rain time.
No, my brothers are part of it.
For those of us that are within the Trovo and YouTube streamverse, I will be back on Twitch at 8 o'clock, so an hour from now, and I'll be streaming some Dead by Daylight. So I will end the stream here. Thank you guys for being a part of the podcast. Thank you for all those spells and subs, and I forget what else you call these things. Mana, yeah. Thank you for all of that over on Trovo. Those of you that hung out on the YouTubes, thank you so much. I'll be posting my upcoming schedule this week too. It'll be a little light because I have a lot of closing shifts. But yeah, I'll be back at 8 p.m. over on the Twitch playing some Dead by Daylight. Because I have tomorrow off, so I can stream a little late tonight, which would be nice. But thank you guys so much. If you guys ever have more questions and stuff about the content that we talked about tonight, I know it was a little more serious, a little bit debatey there near the end. Feel free to reach out and ask. It is no problem. Go back to